The algorithm made me lose. The slingshot effect made me lose the game.
What's your NBA 2K hot take? Well, mine's pretty simple. I let my opponent get out to a 20-point lead, and then I boat race them. It might be the slingshot effect, or it might just be that I'm that damn good. What is your hot take?
Well, Ronnie, we know it's not because you're that damn good. And whether or not you guys want to fully believe it, the algorithm slingshot effect in NBA 2K25 is super turned up. This next video clip describes 2K25's algorithm slingshot effect perfectly. The guy is up 7-0. Take a look at the shot he makes. That was tight coverage from 35 feet out. To give you guys perspective, limitless range starts at 27 feet. What are we really doing? How dumbed down do you want to make the game? How dumb do you think 2K players actually are? And how do you guys feel about this? I mean, I could understand making one of these shots every now and then within the span of months, and players just counting it as a lucky shot as they should. It all just seems like a weird dynamic. I don't think any 2K player in their right mind taking a tight contested shot from 35 feet out would assume that that shot is going to be green, especially when that same algorithm that has a player hitting tightly contested shots from 35 feet out will make you miss a wide open shot right at the 3-point line, and you could have a whole 99 3 ball. It just don't matter. Some players feel like it's the community's fault, that we had asked for this type of stuff. I've had my finger on the pulse of the 2K community for quite a number of years, and not once can I recall the community ever asking for this type of algorithm. One thing that I've always loved about 2K games is that players had always known their place. Casual players see mascots on the court, they're running the other way. Or if they do decide to get on the court, they pretty much know the outcome. They probably just get on the court to have fun and play against a mascot. There was a clear and definitive line between those players who played the game casually and those players who invested a ton of time into playing the game competitively. But boy, oh boy, the 2K25 just blurred that line. It's like they just kind of wiped it clean. 2K said for 2K25, everybody's a winner. We all get participation trophies and 25th place ribbons. I was watching the good homie Badge Plug's video, and he had touched base on the idea that the community seems to be at a consensus finally. We all nobody wants RNG in the game. A lot of 2K players dislike the idea that there's a controlled outcome. The outcome of the game is no longer based in the 2K player's hands, no longer has to do with skill, has nothing to do with the amount of time that you spend in the lab practicing your jump shot. Badges and attributes rendered irrelevant. IQ just dumbed down to ABCs. And I wanted to ask you guys how you feel about skill-based matchmaking. As you guys know, I play with the Rec Warriors of our Discord community damn near every day. If any of you guys want to join our Discord and become a part of the Rec Warriors, you're welcome to try out. But there's so many different various levels of skill within our Rec Warriors. Some players have really low plates, black, brown, silver, and some have really high plates from gold to purple. I'm personally a purple plate, and I'm so deep into purple that even on L's, I don't drop a plate. But I get to play against various degrees of skill. Against the lower plates, we maintain consistent wins. Some of these players that we run with have never gotten to play against gold and purple plates consistently. Those sweaty teams with the 99 perimeter, 99 steal builds, and a good swing, players having to shoot within the tightest windows of opportunity, quite often is like two different versions of the game for these players. You take a casual and then put them into a sweat fest, they damn near don't know what to do. So I'm personally conflicted. I don't know if skill-based matchmaking is a good thing in the game. You guys sound off. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Now, for the sake of documenting what players actually want for 2K26, I wanted to review some posts from a message that PowerDF sent out. I'm also asking you guys to share what you expect for NBA 2K26 or what you want removed and you don't want it to roll over from 2K25. Share that in the comment section as we review these posts. I would like to reference this first post from PowerDF. He says, just went back on 2K24 to help a friend with a video. He said it's so easy to shoot and there was no practice. He was just greening every shot. He then sent out another post asking 2K players what they want to see in NBA 2K26. Going over some of the player responses, this first post from Ragu says, unrealistically, removal of the Pro Play gameplay engine and a refining or retuning of the older 2K gameplay engines. Taking one of the older versions like the fan favorites 2K16, 17, 19, or 20, refining the mechanics behind that gameplay engine in bringing it to next-gen consoles. And that was Ragu's unrealistic expectation for 2K26, but realistically, he says simpler, compact part. He said the city is fine, just want the course to be closer together, and remove skill-based matchmaking except in the proving grounds and pro-am. More aura to the rep. In the first comment that we reviewed, realistically, he says he wants skill-based matchmaking out the game. In this next post from King Penguap, he says, I think they're gonna make the game with their own vision in mind, as is always the case, ain't it? He also says that he doesn't think the community feedback will shape the base of the gameplay, and I share the same sentiment. I know 2K, they try, but they never hit a home run. At the very least, I say they haven't hit a home run on next-gen consoles at all, and in my opinion, haven't even come close. But I'll continue on. He says, but I'd like the game to just be more responsive and have realistic basketball environments. Wouldn't that be dope? One thing about the older versions of 2K is that the parks were super dope. And I think these newer versions of 2K do have some great events. But I would also like to see realistic parks. Let's take it back to the Rucker. I think NBA Live got it right in regards to the environments, because some of them parks were just dope. In this next post from Cali Cut DF, he says, I want control of my game and player. I don't need 2K taking it upon themselves to decide how close a game is. That's that algorithm that we've been talking about. How many shots I green in a row, what rebounds, etc. I also don't need them making me watch pro play animations play out when I did 3 dribble moves. Cali Cut DF hit the nail on the head. You know, oftentimes I have to wait for a dribble move to finish off before I'm even able to pass the rock, let alone getting like that contact, it's called the impact engine. When you make contact with the defender, you can't control the outcome there. Like both players lose control at those particular moments. You gotta wait for the bumping animation to finish out, dragging you 3 to 5 feet over, and then you're able to pass the rock. How often are you trying to pass out of this animation and it ends up leading to a turnover because your pass is like 2 seconds delayed from when you push the button? It just gets put into a queue, like your controller input gets put into a queue, so it's gonna pass after the bumping animation finishes. This joint is just mind-numbing, and that stuff used to never be in the game. And I really dislike that there's an algorithm in the game that's predetermined. Do you guys know that it's to the point now, especially in like the higher levels of competition playing in Pro-Am, where higher skill teams are limiting how much of an impact they have on the game in the first to second quarters? This way that slingshot effect doesn't come into play in the third and fourth quarter. So they keep the game close in the early quarters. This way the slingshot effect has a minimal impact in the third and fourth quarters. Joint is just crazy how the community is figuring this stuff out. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, some of the higher skill teams have the potential to blow out their competitors in the first and second quarters, but they're refusing to do that just so the slingshot effect, 2K's algorithm, doesn't have that much of a significant impact in the third and fourth quarters. Joint is just mind-numbing, y'all. And this last post from Paranoia says RNG gone. Nobody wants RNG in the game. He also mentioned bring back a pure green window, 2K. We out there practicing, labbing up, learning our shot. We want that pure green window. Every time we time it correctly, we should be rewarded for our efforts. But anyway, in parentheses, he says, if someone knows they jump shot and they're open, they should be able to green it every time. If someone has an 85 plus passing and a defender randomly jumps at them for thinking they're gonna shoot and they try to pass to an open team, I don't know how many times you guys seen this. I'm gonna share a clip in just a second of like a real life depiction of 2K, IRL depiction. These folks did a great job with that. And one of what he just mentioned, where, you know, the player thinks you're going to take a shot, so he jumps and you go to pass and it hits their body. But I think that's what he's referencing here. Have the pass go around the guy jumping, not just throw the ball into their body for a turnover. Like, that is so fake. It is absolutely fake. And oh man, that joint is so frustrating when it happens, because you know you made the right decision to pass the rock, but instead of passing around the dude that's jumping, you just throw the ball into the dude's body that's jumped and made the wrong decision to jump. He should be penalized for jumping. But anyway, we don't need 50,000 animations. Cut them down some. He says fix the takeovers. If someone achieves takeover, they should be rewarded for it. Example, someone has a sharp take, no reason, they should miss wide open shots. How many times has that happened to you? You're in your takeover and now all your teammates are expecting you to hit damn near all your shots in takeover, and you're out there bricking wide open shots in takeover looking like an idiot. The fact is, it's just embarrassing sometimes for a lot of players. He also mentions bringing back the old playmaking take. Let's see some defenders dropping to the ground when you got a ball handler that has play take. He wraps up his post by saying just a few ideas that need to be addressed. The list is just way longer, and that's where you guys come in. If you got things that you would like to add to the list, or make certain that things from 2K25 don't make it over on into NBA 2K26, sound off in the comment section below. Your feedback will definitely be appreciated. I'll probably use some of these comments for a future video. This way 2K can never say they didn't know. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.